All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is Kelly Bunn of Kelly Bunn here in Cornwall. And Kelly, please tell us in your own words what you actually do, the services that you provide, and how long you've been doing it for.
Thank you. So I am a small digital agency. I'm a digital designer and I specialize in a wide range of design and marketing services like branding, graphic design, print and digital media, website design, user experience, websites, development, social media, and that sort of thing. Yeah, most of my clients are based in South Africa, and I have a small group of clients that I service here in the UK that I've built up. I've been here now for 2 years, and just growing my network here in the UK.
Oh, great, fantastic. And I'm just curious, I mean, what are you doing to grow your network here in the UK?
Well, not too much at the moment. I am quite busy, so slowly I'm growing my team, and then hoping to look into doing a little bit more marketing myself once I've freed up a bit of time.
Okay. Well, freedom is a luxury right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do anything there. But I was gonna say to you there, regards to you started and your time that you started. I mean, that was obviously not too far from what's happening, I guess, globally with the pandemic and with COVID, and how's that put a pause on a lot of businesses, and and just travel in itself there. And I was going to ask you yourself, how has COVID impacted you, your business, and what kind of actions have we taken from that?
So it hasn't really impacted my business too much. Obviously, being a digital and remote business, it hasn't really had an influence like other potential businesses that have really been affected by the pandemic. Although it actually accelerated my shift from full-time employment to actually start my business. So that was positive for me.
Yes. Oh, great. Fantastic. Fantastic. And you say, you use that word influence. I'll ask you I'll be off the cuff, who's been influencing you?
So, yeah, that's an interesting question. I draw inspiration from many areas, and as a creative person, I often look to nature to draw inspiration for my design and other areas. But mostly, I would say I'm inspired by the businesses that I work for. I thrive on creating engaging solutions for my customers to shine.
That's great. That's great. And I mean, as a business leader yourself, what has been some of your biggest learnings since you've had your own business?
Learnings. I suppose just, day to day, just the running of a business. When you're an employee, you don't really understand the ins and outs of business management. So I guess I've been learning in that department, finances and all the different aspects of running your own business. So I guess that's been my biggest learning.
Yeah, and and there are so many challenges there as well. And it's like, do you think that is still evolving, that particular learning, your challenges at the moment?
Yes, I mean, I think being a business owner, you're constantly learning and growing. You've always got to take on knowledge and improve your not only your skills but also your operation.
Yes, yes, yeah. And what would you say for yourself, since you've been a business owner, especially down here in Cornwall, what has been your greatest or your biggest challenge there for you as a business owner? And if so, how you overcome that?
I must say I don't have a lot of challenges.
Okay.
I'm a one man. At this stage, I have one person who works with me on a freelance basis, but other than that, I work for myself. So I'm not reliant on other external influences. I'm in a digital space, so I work from home, and I just need an internet connection and I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think everyone needs an internet connection,
Yeah.
regardless you run a business or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness, there. Yeah, that's so real. That is
Mm,
so real there. And um, what would what have you found out? I mean, about yourself, about Kelly Bond. What have you found out
mm.
about yourself as a business owner for you?
I have found out that I much prefer being a business owner than being employed.
Okay.
And just purely from the fact that as a designer, being employed at one company most of the time, unless it's an agency, you are with one brand and marketing one brand consistently. Whereas being a business owner, I have just so much exposure to different industries, different people, and different marketing departments, and just constantly growing my knowledge and my skills and my experience on different brands all the time is just so rewarding.
Mm. Do you find out that as being, I guess, a solo entrepreneur or business leader or business owner, do you find that you have, I guess, more freedom and more liberty? Um, for you?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I
Tell me the
work a
yes.
lot.
Yeah, tell me the yes.
Yeah, definitely it comes with pros and cons, like everything. As a business owner, you obviously always working, you always need to be active and on your emails. Working for a company, you can sort of clock off and have that off time.
Yeah, yeah.
So pros and cons.
Pros and cons there, yeah. And what would you do? I mean, let's say if you had to start all over again, yeah, start all over again, start from, day one, what would you do differently?
Day one of my business.
Yeah, what would you do what would you do if you had to start all over again?
What would I do differently?
Hmm,
I'm not sure.
that's okay. Okay. So you just
uh,
that's fine. That's fine. One thing I would ask you, I mean, this is something that is been a hot potato for the moment in regards to the current crisis that we're in, energy crisis, the food crisis, cost of living crisis, and we know that it's impacted so many businesses, so many sectors there, and
mm,
and a lot of business leaders, I mean, it's trying to figure out how do we navigate around this. So for yourself, the current crisis at the moment, how has that really impacted you, and how you're able to navigate around this?
um, yeah, once again, being a remote business, it hasn't really impacted. Obviously, the cost has gone up for everyone. I'm lucky in that sense that working from home, you don't have really any additional costs because you're using the space that you would be using anyway.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, and transport and that sort of thing. I mean, I work from home, so it hasn't really impacted me, which has been great.
That's good. That's good. And do you feel that going forward, I mean, what do you see Kelly buying your business going forward in the next 1, 3, 5 years or 10 years?
Mm. Definitely growth. I'm looking, in 2023 to grow my team. So at the moment, I am at capacity, and I'm really looking to just grow that business that I've created so far. I've got quite a lot of long-standing business relationships that I've built over the years, and it's going to be great to expand into Cornwall and into the local market and service the community here.
And would you, in regards to growing the team, I mean, would that be at some point we be looking to go into like into a premises, or are you looking just everyone to work remotely, or how would that work?
Yeah, I think initially definitely remotely. You know, designers and developers are often remote workers, so it's easy to just outsource the work to good freelancers. So I think definitely for the foreseeable future, it will all be remote, and then who knows, maybe premises in the future.
Yeah, great. And that's what I would say. What would you say to a 18-year-old who was looking to start their own business? Okay, what advice would you give them?
I would say that they should follow their passions and do something that you love. I think that's been the biggest positive aspect of me creating my own business, is that I absolutely love what I do. I get up in the morning, I'm excited to deliver, I'm excited to tick off tasks off my list, and it all comes down to just enjoying what I'm doing every single day, enjoying the people that I'm working with, all my clients. So I think that's the key to any of it. It's just enjoying what you do.
Yeah, well, that's great. And Kelly, I will say, I mean, thank you so much. Just